A single problem in a washer's pressure system can cause surprisingly different symptoms, like overfilling, refusing to spin, or running the drain pump nonstop. I'm Rory with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll be breaking down the pressure system on a washer, the 4 most common ways it causes problems, and what I'd do first so you don't throw parts at it. In most current production washers, the water level isn't measured or regulated by a float switch like what you'd find in a dishwasher. It's measured by air pressure. There will be a pressure port on the tub or an air chamber connected to it, with a small rubber hose coming off of it. As water rises in the tub, it compresses air, creating pressure that goes to a diaphragm switch or a sensor that generates signals. The control board uses those signals to decide when to stop filling, if it's safe to spin, and sometimes whether to keep draining. So if the pressure system is wrong, the washer can behave wrong even if the inlet valve, drain pump, and motor are perfectly fine. Problem 1. Suds. This one is the cheapest problem to fix, the most misleading, and honestly, the most overlooked. Suds caused by detergent buildup or residue can get in the pressure hose and cause all kinds of confusion. And a lot of the time, no one thinks about it, including techs. Before doing anything else, try cleaning out the washer. This is the easiest way to try fixing a pressure system problem and actually does the trick surprisingly often. Make sure the tub is empty, add a dedicated washer cleaner like a Fresh if you have it or a couple cups of white vinegar, and run a cleaning cycle. That's it. Many washers will have some kind of self-cleaning cycle option clearly marked on the console. Don't forget to check the user manual if you aren't seeing one right away. It'll tell you how to get to that cycle or what you need to do to run a cleaning cycle. If your washer doesn't seem to have a specific self-clean cycle, you will usually set the water temperature to hot, put it on the deepest fill available, and run the heavy or bulky cycle or your machine's equivalent heavy load cycle. Problem 2. The hose leak or loose connection. If the pressure hose is loose, cracked, rubbed through, or has a pinhole, the sensor never sees pressure build correctly. The control board thinks, not enough water yet, so it can keep filling longer than it should or freak out because it knows it's been filling for too long. Depending on the model, it can also do the opposite. If the hose pressure falls off and the switch relaxes, the board can interpret it as an out-of-range fault and stop the cycle. What you'll see at home is usually one of 3 things. The washer fills for too long, the washer stops with an overfill or pressure error, or it fills and drains in a weird loop because it can't confirm the level. The checks are simple. First, unplug the washer. Pull the top or rear panel depending on your model. Find the pressure hose. Make sure it's actually connected at both ends, not kinked, not rubbing on the cabinet, not soft and gummy, and certainly not full of suds. Looks good? All right, on to the next step. Fill your sink, a bucket, or even a large enough bowl or pan with water. Take the pressure hose off, plug each end with your fingers, and submerge it in the water. Then look for bubbles. No bubbles equals no leaks. If the hose is questionable, replace it. It's low cost and a new hose removes the maybe from the whole diagnosis. Problem 3. The air chamber or pressure port clog. This is the one that creates phantom problems because the hose can be perfect and the switch can be perfect, but the signal is still wrong. Detergent residue, fabric softener sludge, and lint can clog the port on the tub or air chamber. When that happens, pressure doesn't transfer cleanly. Sometimes it transfers slowly, sometimes it spikes, and sometimes it traps pressure and won't release. That matters because the control board is watching the pressure signal in real time. If it thinks there's still water in the tub, it may refuse to go into a high-speed spin, or it may keep the drain pump running longer than necessary. The symptoms you'll usually see are long drain times, no spin even though it's drained, or a cycle that gets stuck because the washer can't decide if it's empty. The check. Pull the hose off at the tub side and inspect that port. If you find gunk, clean it. A small zip tie or pipe cleaner works well, and flushing with hot water can help. If it looks like there may be burrs or pieces of plastic flashing that didn't get cleaned out of the connection hole at the factory, run a small drill bit back and forth by hand. If the air trap is a separate removable part on your model, clean it thoroughly or replace it if it's brittle and stained. Cleaning is the best value here, as long as the plastic isn't cracked and the ports aren't deformed. Problem 4. The pressure switch has failed or the pressure sensor is out of range. When the hose is good and the port is clear, the last piece is the sensor or switch itself. Some washers use a simple pressure switch with click points. Others use a pressure transducer that outputs a voltage to the control board. You'll even find washers that have the pressure sensor built onto the board. If you've already confirmed the hose holds pressure and the port is clear, the pressure sensor, switch, or control board becomes the most likely culprit. At that point, replacement is usually the correct call. It's not a clean and hope part. Here's the most efficient way to approach this so you don't waste time or parts. Start with the cleaning cycle. Simple as that. Then look at the hose because it's common, cheap, and fast. If it's loose, cracked, or won't hold pressure, there's your problem. After that, verify the tub port or air chamber isn't clogged. A clog can mimic a bad switch perfectly. If the mechanical side is airtight and clear, but the washer still misreads level, replace the pressure switch, pressure sensor, or control board depending on your setup. And one more reality check. If the washer truly is not draining and there's standing water, that's a drain problem first. The pressure system can stop a spin, but it can't magically empty the tub. Confirm drain flow before blaming the sensor. If you're seeing overfill, endless filling, no spin after drain, or random pressure-related error behavior, the pressure system is absolutely a top suspect. Best value fix is cleaning the washer and air chamber port and making sure the hose is perfect and tight. That costs almost nothing and solves a surprising number of mystery failures. Best overall reliability fix, once you've confirmed the hose and port are good, is replacing the pressure switch or sensor. When these drift, the washer becomes inconsistent, and inconsistency is what wastes the most time. If you want the shortest path to a solid repair, do it in that order. Cleaning cycle, hose, port, sensor. That's the quickest way to turn 3 confusing symptoms into one clean answer. And if you do find you need a pressure sensor, grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com. We've got OEM parts, diagrams, and plenty of help to get you through it.